Yo, 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 this is Jay Sean coming to you live from Jay Sean's Lounge. Yo, we got some great topics to talk about tonight. But one of the topics that was coming live to you was why our marriage is breaking down, why our relationships breaking down and can't last. I know people that got gym shoes that older than their marriage. Okay? So we talking about this tonight. We want to see what's going on. Because I want that marriage that my parents have, that 40 to 50 year marriage, 60-year marriage. That's that longevity, that's that southern marriages. So tell me where we at. Why is it breaking down? Why is it barely lasting 2 days? They say you run a business, if it fails in 5 years, hell, we got marriages not even lasting 2 to 3. So talk to your boy. Holla at your boy. This is Jay Sean and Jay Sean's Lounge. I need some adults on here with some real opinions, some real thoughts. Is it infidelity? Is it financial? All of the above. Is it lack of respect? Lack of commitment? Hey, talk to your boy. I'm trying to figure it out. What's going on? Because I'm seeing it break down. Not only the family's breaking down and the marriage is breaking down, but guess what? When the stability of that breaks down, the family, the kids, the structure, and everything breaks down and follows with it. So talk to your boy. Let me see what's going on with that. Where we at? Nobody? Nobody got no opinions on this? I've heard some people say, hey, it's about financial. Some people say two people can't get on the same financial page. It ain't going to work out. I've heard quite a few people say it's about infidelity. Well, guess what? Hey, if two people do not have the same commitment and trying to accomplish the same goals, then it ain't gonna work. Guess what? If you about to be married and you still feel like running the streets, then that ain't the move for you. So where we at, people? Talk to me. What's going on, Amber? Talk to me. Tell me what's up. Why is relationships breaking down nowadays? Quick, fast, and in a hurry. Nobody? Come on, I know this. I run a little late. Y'all excuse me. What's going on, Mom? I know everybody ain't sleep yet, so talk to your boy. What's going on? Because I hear it all the time. It's about money. We can, who's supposed to pay this bill? Who's supposed to pay that bill? So what that sounds like is don't nobody know their role. Everybody got a role in the game. What's up, Teresa? They ain't getting what they need at home. Okay. So then, is that a lack of communication? Because if I'm not mistaken, your significant other is supposed to be your best friend. So that means you're supposed to be able to talk to them about anything and everything. So if you lacking at home, you need to tell them where you lacking and need to step the game up. Hey, it's a variety of reasons, but guess what? They're breaking down. We got marriages breaking down faster than the business do. And the problem is nobody's coming up with any solutions. Everybody can has a problem, but nobody has a solution for it. Yeah. Well, guess what? You're right, Amber. That's a major part of it. Because if you cannot communicate, you don't have a relationship in the first place. Everybody got to talk. You got to tell what's on your mind. You can't hold grudges. I heard a woman say, everybody wants to hold a grudge. Why? If this is a person that you're supposed to love and cherish, why are you holding a grudge? You shouldn't go to bed mad. Tell them what's on your mind. Tell her what's on your mind and tell you love them, keep it, and move on. The problem is when you hold grudges, it prolongs. It's in the back of your mind consciously. Just thinking about it. What that person did to make you mad. Some people don't know their roles about the bills. I hear people fussing about bills. Well, you supposed to pay that. Well, I was supposed to pay this. You didn't pay that. Who knows their role in this? Hey, where my men at? Hey, ain't no men on here want to step up? What you say, Amber? The communication is there on my side, but what? If you got communication, then what's the problem? Come on. Hey, what's up, Archie? Hey, where these relationships going to riot, man? Talk to us. We got a man on here. What's up? All right, we getting some brothers on here. So go ahead and talk to us. Tell me what's up. Where are these relationships failing? Is it communication? Is it financial? Is it infidelity? What is it? You know, because they label you as dogs. What'd you say, Teresa? Maybe he don't communicate or care. It ain't gotta be. It ain't all about him. It takes two. So it's got to take two to communicate. It's not two-sided. It's the male outsourcing. Male outsourcing. Explain it to me, Amber. What does male outsourcing mean? Talk to me. Thank you. I mean, does that mean he finding something else? He dipping on the side? Or what does that mean? Oh, I got it. Well, Teresa, if you're giving 110%, are you communicating that with him? Wow. You ain't right. Well, way to be blunt, Amber. I appreciate that. He's just fucking others. Okay. I told y'all this ain't a kid's page, so don't get offended. So, Teresa, if you're giving 110%, are you talking to him about it? Or is anybody talking for that matter? What if you got to dip on the side? Wow. That's the problem, because if you got to dip on the side, then it's already sabotaged. Because you should be able to get everything you need. Hey, what's up, Leander? How you doing, brother? Hey, give me your input, man. She said, what if you got to dip on the side? You already know. If you got to dip on the side, it's already sabotaged. It ain't working out at all anyway. And if you need to dip on the side, you should be single and play the field. You know? And if you're giving 110% and somebody's giving 50, guess what? It ain't going to work out. It's an imbalance. Somebody's going to feel like they're being taken for granted. And going to feel used and unappreciated. Is that how you feeling? Is that how you feeling right about now, Amber? I'm telling you. What if they're unhealthy and can't function?
If they're unhealthy, then you probably should.
Everything perfect. There shouldn't be. When you say, Teresa, when you say unhealthy, can you explain a little bit?
You want me to say a little bit?
Come on over.
Just here to get some advice.
They should be a point to dip. Exactly. I'm just here to get some advice, cause I'm sure you don't. Cause I'm sure you don't know. What advice you looking for, Leander? I mean, come on now, talking. We go way back like a Cadillac at 4 flats. What's up? Shit. You good? You good, Amber? Don't trip. Come on. Wow. On which side is that? Teresa, which side is that? Is that on both ends or on one end? Tell her how it is, Amber. Don't bite your tongue, babe. Leanna, what you got, man? You had a wife and three on the side? What's up? Not mine. Have you expressed that to him? Hey, you know I got you. Look, I got Lulu on the page. What's up, girl? We go way back. Y'all gonna make me pull out one of my stogies in a minute. Come on, talk to me. Is it? I don't see. I heard somebody say financial earlier, but financial ain't a problem. So it's all about sex.
He said, "Man, share that cigar."
Nothing being big. I think everybody's scared. Don't want to. I'm a Pisces. Is that right? One walks in the ghetto, Teresa. That's how it is. No, what that is, I think y'all hit some nerves, and the people got a little nervous. But it's all good because that's what it's here for. Hey, we hit some number one points: some communication, some lack, people dipping on the side. Hey, sex is everything. You know? It's definitely, I would say about 50% of what it takes to keep a situation together.
But it ain't all.
But it ain't everything, because if it's just focused on the sex and that's all you got, hey, that get played out real quick. Where you at, BS? Oh yeah, I got my brother-in-law on the page. He just got married. How you doing? What's up? The question is, why marriages don't last?
Or relationships.
Or relationships, for that matter. Like I said, I know people that got shoes older than they marriages or their relationship. Yeah, sex ain't shit. Amber, you just hot and cold. You just if King David have, wow, okay.
Teaches.
That's what you feel?
But King David also died in the process of that.
Yeah, I mean, like, don't get me wrong. Sex is a major factor. It plays a factor in its lack thereof. I hear more men. You know, it's funny because I hear more men complaining about lack thereof. But now I'm starting to hear women complaining about lack thereof. Am I missing something? Did the tables turn? What you think?
I think it's age.
Age. Well, hey, did the tables turn or what? Because it used to be men complaining about the sex, lack thereof. So now we got women on here complaining about it. We all going to, okay. I'm just saying. Because people acting like, hey, like sex is like the bomb, and the next you know it's over with, done. So nobody has financial issues that go through their relationship or their marriages. Because I've heard a couple cats say about the financial.
What about kids?
Well, paying, who wants to pay these bills, and should the bills be split, or should the man pay all the bills, or should the woman pay all the bills, or whatever. What's going on with that? Anybody? Yeah, that's one way to go. Nobody? Where we at? Oh, no, I got money. I just need sex. Sound like you might have to go get a Renadol or something. So that's what y'all liking at? The tables have turned now? Because just 10 years ago, all I heard was guys talking about they couldn't get enough. They couldn't get enough. Women wasn't giving it to them. And now the women are complaining about the women ain't getting enough sex. So guys, are we lacking? What's up? I think that the relationship that takes both ends, aren't ready to actually work together. Like couples not. Yeah, you're absolutely right, B. You're definitely right. If y'all ain't on the same page, it ain't working at all, no matter what.
People need to want a mature, grown relationship in order for it to work. Yeah, financial, as they looking for a sugar daddy or sugar mama. Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know people still was looking for that. That's what's hot out here. Y'all still looking for sugar daddies and sugar mamas?
It's lazy.
Hmm?
Wouldn't you be more proud to make your own money?
Hey, as far as financial, it should be done. Team. Hey, I heard that. A team. Team sound good to me. Because if you ain't on the same page with your partner, hey, it ain't working anyway. Come on now, talk to me. I need some solutions. Everybody got problems. We need solutions other than working. We can work as a team. I heard somebody say communication and more sex, obviously. That's come out many times. That's kind of tripping me out, though. Because, like I said, it used to be the men complaining about not getting enough. Now it's the women complaining. Tables have turned. So let me ask, do kids play a factor in this? Whether you the biological parent or step parents, where does the kids play a factor? Does that cause stress within the relationship or the marriage? Nobody? I know I ain't the only one that got kids now. Stop playing.
Mm-hmm.
Counseling, God, and communication. 3 good points, Teresa. 3 good points. So what about them? Yes, women are complaining. I just turned 40 in this.
See?
You know what?
I told you.
I'm starting to hear that a lot, Teresa. Where women are hitting that age where they need it more. I'm really starting to hear that. So yeah, I think you might be on to something.
I haven't told you.
So what is that? Is age that 40 mark that barrier where your hormones start to kick in? More so in the crazy exes. Yeah. Everybody got them crazy exes sitting back in the cut, peeking behind bushes, stalking your phone. You got to change your number every week. Them the ones you got to shake loose. Hey, she said I'm like a lioness in breeding season. Teresa. You know, we definitely got to get you some communication in God and apparently a toy. She said yes. Where you at, Amber? You biting your tongue? What's up? You got to say all that. Hey, I told you. Hey, most of these young generations look for brand names, look for rather than they deal with education. You're right, Jessica. Years later, personally, I prefer an old school. Relax, being mature and responsible. I ain't having it. Hey, you know what I started to notice, and you hit something where the women, it seemed like they was changing their standards, where they were settling for less. Is that a problem or is that an issue? It seemed like these older women was looking for these younger men, but these younger men wouldn't bring them what they needed. Because anybody can lay you down, but it'll take a man to take care of you. So get your head right, like you said. So when y'all hitting these 40s, ladies, are y'all looking for a younger man, or what y'all looking for? Cause I don't know if that breeds stability, but I ain't hating on these young cats out here either. Leander, where you at? Help me out, bro. Where you at? We need some men on this page. This is a men's page, but we got women on here voicing their opinions about some things. And apparently the number one subject is lack of sex. So that means y'all men need to step the hell up. Either step it up or, hey, step out. You know, my mom used to say she either shit or get off the pot. Very well. Y'all thinking about it? What, y'all scared to say it? The adult page, so don't bite your tongue. Where you at, B? Because these women done voice their opinions well. And it's very clear about what they're saying.
Me too, I'm doing my part.
So,
I'm trying.
so you taking care of yours at home. Is it the education of morals and last pass? Person. These women are reaching their 40s. What you talking about? That's what the problem is?
Mm-hmm.
Women reaching their 40s, their peak is here?
Mm-hmm.
So women, so y'all demanding more sex. Is that what that is? I'm just saying. Y'all gotta let a brother know.
Everything.
Okay, everything. So y'all demanding more sex. I ain't heard nobody say too much about money. It's about more sex. Wow.
You said you can't step up if the women want to be the man too. See, now we're talking about roles. Now.
Okay, what'd you say, Leanna? You can't step up and, man, yo, you absolutely right. Because, I'm glad you said that, because you got some situations where people don't know their roles in a relationship. So you got some of these men want to be feminine, but you also got some of these women want to be men. They want to wear the pants, the panties, the drawers, the skirt, and everything else. See, what you don't understand is that if you don't know your role, it's doomed already. Because there are roles in a relationship and in a marriage. There's roles. And they say men are scared of a strong woman. It's not about being a strong woman. It's about being headstrong, but also knowing your role, knowing your place. Everybody got their place, and don't take that the wrong way. But you have your place in a relationship. If you don't know it, you're going to constantly step on the next person's feet. And why is it that these cats... What did I miss here? I hate to get off subject, but why is it that these men nowadays are looking more feminine and the women are looking more manly? What's up with that? Something in the dynamics changed. And it don't look healthy. I'm just saying. Anybody? I'm watching these cats. Men are wearing tighter clothes. Women are wearing loose fit clothes and looking more like men. So where did this dynamic change? Because I'm old school. Because back in the day, it was the women wearing all the tight clothes and men wearing loose fit. Now the women got the shorter haircuts. Men letting the hair grow out. I'm starting to get a little confused. I'm a little worried here.
It's in the water.
Well,
stop drinking it.
Get some Gatorade or something.
It's boss. You gotta get boss.
Oh, really? Sure, you better get your electrolytes up and leave that water alone if it's that deep. So Leander, hey, you can't step up because the woman want to be the man. So what we doing about this? Are we communicating with him? Are we trying to talk to him about it? What's up? Or we just letting them play this role and let their head get big? Or is that what's happening? Nobody? Television and brainwashed them and programmed them to think they're superior to man. I
think that for so long, a lot of women have learned how to do things independently, and sometimes they don't know when it's time to relinquish control because they're so accustomed to being in the head all the time.
That ain't the first time I've heard that, Leander. That's not the first time. I think the fashion fad now. I'm trying to be. Well, hey, just because you're rich don't mean you don't look ridiculous. So, just
look like that.
Just because you put it on don't mean it's okay to put on. You know how your mama used to tell you back in the day, don't leave the house looking like a fool? Well, most of them are. When you walk out the house and I can see the crack of your ass, or I can see your booty, or I can see your nut prints, you're looking like a fool. And just because these stars are doing it, don't mean that's all right for everybody to be doing it. I misunderstood the fad change. And I don't care how much money you got. If you look like a fool, you just look like a fool. So, hey Leander, so how do we get this program switched back around then? To be continued. Yeah, I feel you, brother. Hey, but I appreciate you coming on, man. Hey, it was good to hear from you. Cause trust and believe, you own to something. It ain't all in your head. Cause I've heard too many women say men are scared of a strong woman, and that ain't the case. Cause I know some real brothers, and having the same problem, and it ain't about they scared. A lot of them biting their tongue because they don't want to tell them, hey, calm your ass down. Because like I said, if you do not realize or understand, everybody has a place in a relationship, a certain role to play. And if you do not play it, then guess what? It ain't going to work. Something's going to go unliking. Somebody's going to feel unappreciated. Somebody's going to feel like the next person ain't doing or holding their weight or keeping their weight. But eventually, if you don't communicate about it, it's going to crumble. And then you invested all this time, effort, and money into a situation that you can't get back. Because I don't care how much money and time you put into a relationship. Once it's over, it's over. You don't get it back. What's up, Lisa? What's your input, Mom? What you think about this? Because this is one of them subjects that people talk about behind closed doors and don't want to say. Or they talk about it to they, you know what? Hold on. I just thought about something. What's up with people who are in marriages or in relationships taking advice from single friends? Maybe I misunderstood something. If my foot hurt, I'm not going to a brain surgeon. So if I'm going to take advice, it's going to be from somebody with a successful marriage who's got 30, 40 years in the game. Hell, 10 years in the game is not good. So is it good to take advice from a single friend? Because I've heard many times brothers be like, hey, man, she's talking to her single friends. Or he hanging out with his single friends. And he married. Is that a problem nowadays? Or we good in that area? No? Nobody? Hey, B, where you at? You newly married? What's going on? Talk to me. Is that an issue? Where? It's here. I'm just saying, if you're hanging out with, you're in a relationship, it's healthy. It's actually healthy for your relationship to hang out with other people that are in healthy relationships. Why? Because single people think differently. Single people do things differently. They do things that you ain't supposed to be doing. They act a different way. They keep a different crowd around them. They might want to tempt you. What's up, people? Y'all getting quiet on me? Y'all falling asleep? I know some of y'all work today. You know. I'm just saying, hey, y'all, hey, who just got off work? I know y'all tired. But I want to know what's up. I'm hearing too many people talk about it and asking questions about it, but ain't nobody got no solutions. See, everybody quick to point a finger, but nobody can sit down and talk about it or find a solution to the problem. What's really going on? You know, how many parents, we got parents out here been married, that southern marriage is 40, 50 years. We got marriages can't even last us 2-3 years now. You get 40, 50 years in the game, you done some things with that person, you done seen the world with that person. And that's a beautiful thing. But a lot of us can't even make it past 3 years. And like I said, and there's so many reasons why. But women, y'all did get your message out today. More sex. We got that. What'd you say, B? No, we try our hardest to work through everything best as possible. And not go to bed angry. Hey, that's definitely a good start. Never go to bed angry. You know why? You don't go to bed angry because you wake up angry. And you're still looking at that person out the side of your eye. So that's a good route to be on. It's a good practice. You're newly married. Hey, stay on it. You want it to work? Focus. No, you ain't lying. A married couple getting advice from a single couple is like a deer taking advice from a lion. Mama said the effort stops. On whose part? Both? Oh. Are we talking about the communication effort or what? So what happens? So what happens when that communication fails? How do we rectify that? What's up, Dale? So how do we fix that? When the communication breaks down, how do we fix it? No? Nobody? Because when the communication breaks down, that's lack thereof. If you can't communicate with your partner, which is supposed to be your best friend, yeah, you're absolutely right. For a quick ending relationship, if you can't communicate, so how do we get past it, people? How do we get that longevity in our marriage or in our relationship? The ones that our parents had or grandparents had. How do we get that nowadays? Because right now, hey, people are changing women and men just like they do their drawers. Quickly. There is no longevity. You know? Grandmama, 25, 30. Great-grandmama in her 40s. Great-great-great-grandmama just hitting 50. I mean, these kids are having kids earlier and earlier and not knowing how to be true parents. And the kids are raising kids. Leads to what? And now we arguing over kids. We arguing over money. We arguing over sex. And all we got to do is sit down and talk to each other. Hey, you hit it on the nose, man. You hit it right on the nose, B. If you cannot sit down and talk about it, it's doomed. I, for one, hey, we should be, for you to marry somebody, that means that woman meant something to you. You should be able to talk to her. And a lot of people don't understand. The woman you married, that man you married, y'all supposed to be best friends. You're supposed to be. And what do you do with best friends? You talk about everything. Am I right? But if you ain't willing to talk to nobody, if you ain't willing to talk to each other about everything, and you still got secrets and stuff hiding in your back closet, what would you say, skeletons in your closet? You're gonna have to let that cemetery go. Because you gotta be willing to talk to your partner about everything. And that's just how it is. So communication is the key. So now we want to talk. We talk about more sex, more communication. Seems like number two main things. Well, did I lose all the ladies? I had none but ladies on here first. Now I done lost the ladies and got the men. Men, did y'all run them off? What's up? They didn't expect y'all to come like that? No, they expected y'all to be silent. Hey, that ain't what we here for. You got any advice for him, Mom? Got any advice for him?
I mean, besides, I guess, sex and communication, being able to have compassion.
Okay. All right.
And unconditional love. Loving them no matter what their flaws are.
Wow. Did y'all hear that? Compassion, unconditional love, and loving each other for each other's flaws. How many of y'all get in a relationship and in the back of your mind, now think about this. How many of y'all get in a relationship in the back of your mind you're thinking, I can change him or I can change her? See, if you come into a relationship with that mentality, you already lost. Because you got to fall in love with the person for who they are and not for who you want to change them to.
And if that's the point, you might as well get, you might as well not be in a relationship at all.
Hey.
You're trying to change.
What's up, Stevie?
People are not projects. Stevie, hi.
What's going on, young man? You about the youngest person we got on here.
Ask him what he thinks a successful relationship looks like.
Hey, since you on here, young man, so what do you think a successful relationship look like? No? No comment? Come on. If you're in a relationship, you got to have some kind of idea of what you think a successful relationship should look like. No? Nobody? Because like I said, if you get into a relationship and all you want to do is change that person,
Stevie.
no? Okay, good communication, definitely. Because if all you want to do is change the person, that's going to fail.
First things first, men and women are completely different.
You just got to really find and be with that makes you want to. There you go. Now we hitting home. A person that makes you a better person. Hey, I feel you on that one. If you with a woman who makes you a better man, or vice versa, you own to something right there. You definitely own to something. But if you with somebody who constantly wants to bring you down, it's time to walk. They gotta be positive in your life. They have to be. And you gotta have good communication. You gotta be able to talk. If you can't talk, you're talking on deaf ears then.
What's good communication?
What's good communication? Hey, my wife just asked me, what's good communication? That don't mean telling somebody what to do and expecting them to jump when you say jump. Or projecting your needs onto them.
Actually, instead of good communication, healthy communication.
Yeah. Well, explain that to me. What is healthy communication?
Where I hear you and you listen, and you hear me and I listen. We don't listen to respond. Because a lot of people listen to respond. They don't listen to hear.
Okay, y'all hear that? She's driving it over here now. You're really doing, man. That's a good AB. I'm telling you, that statement right there says a lot. Says a lot. So where we at, ladies and gentlemen? How do we get these relationships to work out? How do we get some longevity?
If I tell you that I what you're doing is hurting my feelings, you should take that in consideration and say, okay, well, what am I doing? And to change it. But if I tell you and you ignore me, then there lies the problem on both ends.
Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? Y'all need to hear that again. Say that again, man.
If I tell you or you tell me that whatever we're doing is hurting our feelings or making us feel some type of way, then we need to take that in consideration. Because if we one another share our feelings and no one does anything about it, well then basically it's falling on deaf ears, and no one's we're gonna be. That's where people start getting resentful and start getting upset and start dipping out on just that straight alone, because you're not hearing me. Men and women think and react. Men are fixers, women are nurturers. That's our role. That's what God created us to be.
You hear that? Just dropping it back here, y'all. Our roles, but that goes back to also knowing your role.
What's your role? What's your role in our relationship? I mean, our relationship and everybody else's is different. So it just depends on what you categorize your role to be. What is your role?
My role is to take care of my wife and my family.
Are you the head of the house?
I am the head of the household.
Do I allow you to be the head of the house?
Oh, yeah. Definitely. So, men, do you know your role? Are you being the head of the household?
What's my job?
Nurture and take care of these babies. Take care of the house. And I help. I'm helping you side by side. I ain't demanding nothing.
I'm your helpmate.
Exactly.
You're my protector, and I'm your helpmate.
And make sure my family's safe. You make sure my family get enough nurture and being taken care of. Mm-hmm. Exactly, B. Man, you know.
What have you learned in our relationship from me?
What I learned is that, first of all, I had to be a little bit more compassionate. Well, let me say that again. A lot more compassionate. I had to learn that I had to soften my words, and because I'm that no kind of, I don't bite my tongue. So however you get the message, you get it. But throughout this marriage here, I had to learn that I can't just throw my words around the way I used to. I had to watch how they come out, because my words can hurt just as bad as any physical. My words hurt just the same, so I had to watch that. And if I truly care about this woman, then I had to take that in consideration. So I think before I speak. Now, do I slip up every once in a while because I'm so used to just saying what's on my mind? Yes. But I'm learning. I'm a progress in work or a work in progress. But that's what it's about. But we communicate about everything. There's nothing we don't talk about. So, and what have you learned?
I've learned you taught me how to not take certain things personal, not to take on too much, because I'm that natural. I go and give, and you told me don't do that because you're wearing yourself out. You also told me how to be more assertive in certain situations. And you also taught me unconditional love. Love me past my pain. Love me past my flaws.
I hear that? Don't get no realer than that. Where we at, people? Brian, you said good communication, exactly what your wife is saying. Open up honestly and expecting to change.
Honesty.
Honest. You know what? No, you know that's funny, Brian. Because nobody said anything about being honest.
It's not what you think somebody wants to hear. It's true honesty.
Is it? Let me ask. Is it hard being honest in a relationship?
Yeah, sometimes.
Why?
Because you don't necessarily want to hurt the other person's feelings or say the wrong thing, But in honesty, if something is really going awry, then you really need to be honest and say, hey, this may hurt your feelings, or this may not. What do I usually say? Okay, this may not come out right, but, and this is what we say all the time to each other, this may not come out right, but this is how I'm feeling at that moment. And it's better to at least announce that, because it's an easier, that's one way of communicating healthy.
Yeah.
Because what it does is build up, and then all of a sudden you're lashing out on something that really wasn't, you could have avoided that.
Yeah, definitely. So y'all hear that? Lady dropping knowledge, I'm telling you. That's why I married her.
Mm-hmm.
But I love her. She taught me a lot of things. And I don't deny that. Like I said, it goes back to, if you are with a person that means you no good, or every chance they get, they're trying to break you down, that is not the person for you. You got to be with somebody who's willing to build you up, not kick you when you down, help you up, make you be a better person, be a better man. If you with a man who ain't trying to make you be a better woman, then guess what? That ain't the woman for you. What did it say? Be? Because I said, I've been the one that lied. Did it out. I'm trying to think. Hey. You know what they say about repeating yourself, right? To do the same thing over and over and expect different results. You know what that's called, right? Insanity. So if you're doing the same thing in every relationship and it's sabotaging that relationship, what are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
But that's where he's at right now. That's a level of maturity.
Exactly.
You're grown because you've acknowledged, you know what? Yeah, what I did was wrong, and now I'm not willing to repeat that.
Like I said, there's many people out here doing the same thing over and over again in different relationships.
Wondering why.
And while they're not working out. They're expecting different results but doing the same thing.
But a lot of us need to actually do a self-evaluation. What do we bring to the table? Hell, are we even at the table?
Are we in the same book or on the same page?
Like there was a lot of self-reflection in our relationship.
Definitely.
Like, okay, that's why that didn't work.
Hey.
And the thing about it is, whether we like it or not, we both check each other.
Definitely.
We make each other accountable for everything that we do. Good, bad, or indifferent.
Hey, and we have our moments, but we talk it out.
Look, Steve.
Say preach. Look, don't make me take you to church now. But it's real talk, though. Because you see so many relationships fail, and then people can't be friends afterwards.
Steve said, I don't own a table. We'll get a job.
Look, I got a couple tables. I'm going to loan you one of them tables, all right? Okay? Just relax. It's going to be all right. But we got so many relationships out here failing. And then we got these kids getting caught up in the middle of it.
Mm-hmm.
And
Poor babies all confused.
Yeah, and what is that doing for these kids? These babies are lost.
They don't know what up from down is.
These babies are lost because we lost. The dynamics of parenting has changed. The dynamic of marriage has changed.
What don't we do in front of the children?
We don't argue. We do not argue in front of the children.
And when we talk to them or whatever, we never make a decision
without
consulting the other one.
Exactly, because that's what a partnership is. You don't go making decisions without consulting your partner. Because you're not in a relationship by yourself. If you're in this relationship by yourself, then you might as well be by yourself. If you got to make decisions all on your own, then be by yourself. Or if you feel you got to dip out, then be by yourself. But if you got a woman by your side or a man by your side, and they're pushing you to be a better person every single day, that's that keeper. That's that keeper right there. And a lot of people don't recognize when they got a keeper.
And it's not perfection.
Oh no, because there's nothing perfect but God. So guess what? It's about the balance. Two people on the same page, trying to reach a common goal or the same goals. One's not trying to beat the other.
Well, the thing is that wherever you're strong at, that's what you do. And whenever I'm strong in an area, I take charge of that. No one is sitting here trying to, like you said, this is not a competition.
Why would it be? We're a partnership.
Right.
There's no reason for us to be in a competition if we're in a partnership together trying to reach the same goals. It just makes sense. But I've seen it.
There's a difference between
I've lived it.
drive and competition, and hustle and competition. We're both natural born hustlers. We just do what we got to do.
But we have a common goal. The common goal is to make this family work, make this marriage work, and make it be successful. That's what that is.
We don't. What is it? We don't argue. What is it?
We have intense fellowship.
That's what it is. Yeah. We don't argue. We have intense fellowship.
Y'all hear that? Stop arguing in front of these babies. Because that's not healthy for them. Like I said, we've been using the term intense fellowship. And we ain't arguing in front of these kids. We don't argue.
You can ask any one of these kids.
We don't argue. Because that's not for them. What we talk about is for adult ears only. It's not for them to hear. You get the marriage, you get the relationship starts to break down because of lack thereof. Lack of communication, lack of respect, disloyalty.
Respect.
Yeah. And the way I see some of these women and men talk to each other, there's no respect for each other. And then your kids are seeing it. So what do you think? If your kids see you disrespecting your wife or see your wife disrespecting your husband, what do you think the kids are going to do? They're going to emulate you. They go do the same thing.
The other thing we learned about our relationship is our love language.
Definitely. You want to explain that to them?
Your love language is what you desire as an individual within the relationship. What's your love language? Affirmation.
Affirmation. I need that
from me, and affection.
Yeah.
And what's my love language?
You know. Talk to me. Tell me. Come on.
And mine is giving service.
You like helping brother out. Mm-hmm. What's up, Susan? Come on. We talking about relationship here. What's making them fall apart? How to keep them together? What's your input on it? Sacred, yeah. That name sounds familiar. Nobody?
No, y'all just don't hear us talk.
Come on now, people.
We'll be here all day if you let us talk.
Okay, come on now. I'm just trying to figure it out because there's just so many failed things going on in this world. And it's all falling back on our children. And that's the one thing we can't fail is our children. If we fail our children, we've lost the game. We've lost this battle. Y'all know that, right? So in the process, you got to save these relationships. You got to save the marriages in order to save the kids. Now, I understand. Just because two people are together or made a kid together don't mean they belong together. I know that for a fact. But you still, at some point in time, got to be decent to each other for the babies. So the babies know what's going on. They know it's healthy. They know mommy and daddy get along one way, shape, or form. But hey, that's just my opinion. Talk to me. Hey, the line is open.
That's my cousin, Naomi.
Was you on there? Mm-hmm. Well, what are the inputs at? Talk to me. I know we're not the only ones on here got kids now. No? Look, baby, I think we the only one that got kids. Because we the only one out here procreating. Well, check this out.
What about how do we work on? We have a blended family.
How many? Okay. How many of y'all out there with a blended family? Talk to me. Where's the blended families? That means you came into a relationship and both sides have children.
Or one side.
Or one side. That's true. So how do we work through this? How do you work through a blended family? Because you have a lot more problems arise. You got a lot more variables in that situation. How do you get past that? You got kids from a different relationship. They got kids from a different relationship. Y'all come together and make the Brady Bunch. How do y'all get past some of those issues? Because there's a different element of issues that come to ride.
I mean, come on. We have adult children. We've got teenage children. We got preteen children. And we got grade school children. So we got them all.
Yeah.
All different personalities. All different characteristics. All different attitudes.
Mm-hmm. So how do we get that to work?
Speaking of one, you're here singing.
Nobody got a blended family? Brian, I know you do.
He said we both did.
How y'all work it out? Because blended families seem...
In a lot of blended families, or some that I see, is whoever's child, biological child that is, that's the parent that disciplines them, or vice versa. Or do you discipline them together?
Well,
or is it just one person doing it? In our family,
no, it goes both.
we both do it.
Well, a blended family is a very touchy subject for a lot of people. Reason being because nobody's going to love your children the way you do. And it becomes real touchy. Why? Because, well, that's not your child. And you got to get past that. Because if you chose to be together, y'all chose to be in this blended thing.
The children are there too.
Okay, and the children are dealing with it too.
And we also communicate individually with each child to find out where they're at. Because there's so many of them now. I mean, we've got 7. So we do communicate on an individual basis with each one of them.
Hey, Miss Gaskin, how you doing? And Miss Rosa?
Compromise and flexibility. How would you compromise?
How do you compromise?
Naomi.
And how you been, Miss Gaskin? Again, coming together as one. We have to be on the same page, talk about it. Man, Byron, you starting to surprise me. I'm telling you, boy.
You're growing up.
Look, he getting grown. That boy, he's starting to surprise me, man. Well, you got me over here like this, that boy getting good. So what's the flexibility is cool, but what's the compromise? Come on, Naomi. I know you hear me talking to you. See, because compromise is a touchy word. What about you, Miss Gaskin? I know you strong and opinionated. Yeah, it's been a long time. I know, long time. See that tomcat in the back? Nobody? Come on now. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on.
But
I've listened to you all these years. My brother. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Even when I thought you wasn't listening, you showing me now you was listening. Ain't nothing but love there, B. I used to say, I'm like, that's like my older son here. That boy got a head hard as a rock. Apparently you was listening. And I appreciate every second of it. How's the family doing, Cynthia? Nobody? Yeah, this is the open forum. Talk to me. We're trying to figure out what's going on because, hey, we got families crumbling daily. And in the process, we losing our children to this. If we have no respect and loyalty to the family, we sure in the hell ain't gonna have it with our kids. Good to hear that. Good to hear that. Say, stay blessed and stay strong. That's what I'm talking about. Brother Anthony, good to hear from you, brother. How you feeling, man? What you doing? You still doing the movies, man?
Compromise, understand that both spouses, children have different personalities, learn how to work through them, having a give and take approach,
Accepting it.
accepting the emotions, such coming from those children. True.
Very true. You all good, Anthony. I'm good. Good to see you up and about, brother. How's Mama doing? The family's okay, Anthony? Good to hear that, brother. Good to hear that. Hey, we talking about this blended family, man. Talk to me, brother. I know you got some input. It's all good to good. Huh? Talk to me. How do we keep these marriages together, Anthony? I know you came on a little late, brother, but how we doing this, man? We got marriages falling through left and right. How do we do this? Cause nobody got that old school, that old Southern love, the way, when people been married 40, 50, 60 years. That old school stuff. Nobody do it like mom and daddy do it. Married 54 years, man. 45 years, 54 years here, there. Come on. These people barely making a couple days.
He said prayer. Definitely.
Yeah. If you ain't got prayer, you ain't got nothing, man. That's for sure.
You sure be praying a lot over here.
Come on, how much do you pray, Mom?
Every day.
Okay.
Every day. And I pray for you.
See that? Y'all hear what she said? I ain't never been with one that prayed for me. Oh yeah, definitely a lot of understanding. That's for sure, brother. But let me ask you a question. You ever had a woman who prayed for you? I ain't never had that until now. Never had a woman who prayed for me.
And with you.
And with me. That changed the whole dynamic. It changed how I looked at a relationship. I'm like, man, this woman actually praying for me? That was a different element. But hey, I ain't judging nobody. I'm trying to figure out how to make it work. I'm trying to figure out how to get this breakdown that we've lost throughout the years. Because if we don't come together and get it together, we lost.
Learning how to work
Yeah.
through hard time and keeping love alive.
Yeah. You're absolutely right. You have to learn each other. And you got to understand, learning with each other, you got to learn that person. That person's got to be your best friend, though. If your partner is not your best friend, there's a problem.
That's my best friend. That's my best friend.
You understand what I'm saying? Because like I said, you do everything with your best friend. You talk to him about everything. You do everything. But if you with a woman or a man that cannot be your best friend, then that ain't the person for you. And I'm just saying,
spend more time laughing and joking with each other than anything.
hey, you laugh at, we laugh and joke at each other to the point where, hey, my stomach hurt, you know. But that's what it's about. Like I said, I never had a relationship where I laughed so much. Come on, talk to me. I know there's some more adults on here. Drop that knowledge. That it's all about learning. You have to learn now. You can't learn somebody after you've been with them 10 years. You should have learned them in the first year. You should have learned them before that. Where we at, ladies and gentlemen? What time we got, baby?
It's 9:13.
All right. So check this out, y'all. This your boy, Jay Sean. Coming to you from Jay Sean's Lounge. We'll have some more topics. We're going to touch back on this blended family. What is this? Today is what? Wednesday? Touch back on it probably Saturday. We're going to touch back on this blended family thing. And, but check this out. I want y'all to holler at me, okay? You check me out on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. I'm on there.
And the giveaway.
Oh yeah, and I got the cigars. If those who are in the cigars, I got some stogies to give away. So go to the YouTube page, Instagram, hit that like, the notification, hit it all, share it, and holler at your boy. This is Jay Sean coming from Jay Sean's Lounge. Hey, if you got any topics you want to talk about, holler at your boy. We're going to talk about it. Whether it makes you uncomfortable or not, we're going to get it out. Because we're going to get a better understanding about this life and this love thing. Y'all hear me? Hey, peace out. Jay Sean's Lounge, y'all.